Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India. Mahabharata 277. As you may remember, Yudhishthira announced for Duryodhana that he wanted 5 cities and Duryodhana was to pick the 5th city for him. He can give me any other city. Try and see if you can avert the dreadful war at least by this. I do not want to see them dead. I want to live in peace with my cousins. Sanjaya took leave of them all. He was taken to the army camp, and he saw the army of the Pandavas. He then returned to Hastinapura. Chapter 7, Vidura Niti. Sanjaya went immediately to the palace of Dhritarashtra and announced himself. The king welcomed him eagerly. Sanjaya said, Yudhishthira prostrates himself before you and inquires after your welfare and that of your sons and friends. His brothers and Krishna are quite well. I was so happy in the fine atmosphere of peace and righteousness I found there. It was like the clean, sweet breath of the mountains. I do not like your behavior or your words. I had a most unpleasant piece of work to do because of you. You are unrighteous. Your sons are sinners. You are hoping to enjoy this earth in spite of this. I am surprised at your optimism. I gave your message to Yudhishthira. His reply is to be given to you in the court tomorrow. I want to go and rest. I'm tired physically and mentally. Please grant me leave to go. Sanjaya went away. The mind of Dhritarashtra was terribly upset by the words he had spoken. He was not told about the reply of Yudhishthira. The king's frame burned as if with fever. He tried to sleep. He could not. In despair, he sent for Vidura. Vidura came to him quickly and asked him why he had been sent for. The condition of the king was indeed pitiable. He said, Vidura, Sanjaya has returned from Upaplavya. He spoke harsh words to me and went away. He would not give me even a hint of Yudhishthira's reply. I've tried to sleep. I cannot sleep. You are my only friend. You have loved me with all my faults. You must console me and make me sleep. I cannot sleep. Vidura said, My lord, 5 kinds of people are unable to sleep. A person who lusts after the spouse of another cannot sleep. A thief cannot sleep. A person who has lost all their wealth cannot sleep, or one who thinks all their wealth will be lost. An unsuccessful person cannot sleep. A weak person oppressed by a strong person cannot sleep. I hope none of these descriptions fits you. Surely avarice and greed are not qualities to be found in you. Dhritarashtra was not unused to sarcasm in the words of Vidura. He smarted under the insight of his brother. He said, Please, tell me how I can sleep. Vidura smiled at him with pity blended with scorn. He said, You have not been able to sleep for the last so many years, my lord. From the moment the Pandavas, led by the rishis of Satashringa, came to Hastinapura, you've not been able to sleep. Why, your sleeplessness goes further back. I remember the day when your son Duryodhana was born. You called me to your presence and asked me, I hear that a son has already been born to my brother Pandu. He is older than this, my son. Do you think there will be trouble about the heir to the throne because of this? Since that day, jealousy has lodged in your heart and has driven you out of sleep. For the last so many years, I have been trying in vain to install into you some righteousness. You are a very sinful person. You have been responsible for the sufferings of the Pandavas and the imminent destruction of the Kauravas. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.